For real, boy.
As in, it's health and safety.
Health and safety,
Health and safety,
Health and safety,
We're gonna get onto that actually. That very thing.
No, health and safety, we record. No. Not that, then. And we locked in. We here. We're back. It's the Quit Podcast. We're back for another episode.
Hi guys.
Hey, how you guys doing? What you doing? How you guys doing? Yeah, how are you guys doing? What are you saying? What's life saying? What's life saying for you, Mike?
Life is good, man. Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, man, life is good. You know what? The sun is out.
It's out right now. We're indoors.
It is out, and we're in here recording this podcast for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I was on my way here, and I thought, how deprived are we of the sun in this country?
Oh, honestly, it makes such a change. I was in the office a few days ago, and I was just chatting with some people. They were asking me, "Oh, Asbo, how old are you?" I was like, "Oh, 32, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" I was like, 16th of December. I was like, "Oh, it's not great, is it?" I said, "No, it's not great because it's not really much for me to do around that time, and it's winter as well. I hate my birthday being during the winter time because I prefer the sun. I love the sun. It's out right now. People are happy and bubbly, you know, bubbly. I'm so down bubbly."
Bubbly, what? I'm so down, bubbly. Ladies. You know what? The music tastes sweeter. Taste sweeter.
It tastes.
When the song, you taste that music. It's like, now I was on my way and I was like, you see people obviously out enjoying themselves. And I was thinking to myself, my personality is now coming alive as the dead.
Yes.
It was once dead, but now it's alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, how much of my life am I missing by living in this country during the times when it is cold? It's very annoying, man. This country is so annoying because there's nowhere that's better than London in the sunshine. Nowhere. When it's so cold, it's just like the worst, man. But welcome back, guys. Hope you guys are all good. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Asbo Podcast. We appreciate you guys. We are very thankful to have you guys join us again on this journey. Hope you're enjoying the content. You know, we're putting it out. We're making progress. We are getting consistent. So please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Please.
We're not going to be I don't want to see none of this. 50% of you don't.
No, 100%.
100%. If you're watching this video now,
Subscribe, please. It's just a click here, and it's free as well. We're not asking you for any money. We're just asking you for the click.
Please, it helps in the algorithm.
It helped. And comment as well.
Please.
We need you lot in the comments, like telling us what you think about the episode, laughing at our silly jokes, things of that nature, and all our facial expressions. We need it all. We need it all. If you think it, type it immediately. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. But yeah, so we're back again. You know what? Before we kind of dive into the topics and stuff here, I've said something off camera, and I just was thinking, what is this?
I'm trying to figure that out.
There's some things that we say off camera. Sometimes I wish I could just walk in here and the cameras just play and catch everything,
I want somebody to invade my home and put a secret camera in there.
Yeah,
send me the footage.
Yeah, the footage. That's it. Sure you want that?
Yeah, I want. I don't do nothing much.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's very honest. But you know, you said Afro made a joke. He was like, "Oh, please, yeah,
Please.
And I was listening to it because for obviously Nigerians that say "oh" after the sentences, you're like, please, I beg you, I beg you, whatever it is you guys say, yeah.
What did the Jamaicans say?
But do we have one?
What's the equivalent of please?
Jamaican. Give me how would I say? How would it? Then your party. Your party weird team.
You know, bro. The thing with Jamaicans and Nigerians, is that we love a subtle insult that's no malice, bro. Oh my days! If I go and see my aunties, Falabi, we've gotten bigger.
You've gotten bigger.
Oh, you've grown.
You've grown.
You've grown. You've grown.
That's subliminal shade that they like to say.
They're fat though. Yeah, they're fat. Bro, they're fat. The aunties are fat. They're fat. They're fat. They're fat.
I told you, dude, my auntie outright called me fat.
Yeah.
Hi, auntie, how are you? Why am I calling you fatty? I'm sorry. Sorry. Nice to see you too. Why could you're fatty? And I was fat, and I remember I cried. Dad, why is she calling me fat? No, man, it means you're nice and you're eating well. Your parents have to kind of Britishify it.
Yeah, you're eating well.
She called me fat. She called me fat. Oh, but they love a little subtle video.
Oh, they love it. They love it, man.
What's wrong with them, man?
I don't know.
Then I saw another video where this girl was talking. It was a Jamaican podcast, yeah. And the girl was like, even if you take off weight, yeah, that's when you even have an issue. Because I remember when you lose weight, when the girl said that she lost weight, yeah, and she said she's still big, but she lost some weight. Don't better get too skinny now, you know, your head go big. I don't. Oh my life. I remember when I came back from Dubai, yeah, I'd lost some weight. I came home, my brother was like, bro, you look good, man, like, because I put on muscle and stuff, yeah. My mum was like, then you eat? Then you not eat? Mama, can I eat? No, man, you look gaunt. 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 Yeah. The thing about Jamaicans, yeah, they love English food, English word. You're gaunt. And when that mouth wrapped around, you're gone. Nice to see you too, Mum. Nice to see.
Oh my god!
But the pleaser thing, yeah. What's this posh like Yoruba thing that I'm seeing? Pleaser.
It's the
What is it?
It's the babes that went into national school. That's what it is. They either went to national school in Nigeria, or they came to London and they did their education here, and then they Britishified their Nigerian twang, their Yoruba twang.
Yeah, I don't. On the podcast, I was like, why you used to stop saying it like that? Stop saying it like that, please. It's not please. Say it with the this thing.
You know this thing, please. Please.
Say it with your diaphragm, please. With those. Anyway, we're hungry, but we will manage. Anyway, guys.
For the week. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for?
Man. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for this week. I'm grateful for the sun.
Oh, gosh.
Here comes the sun. No, that's the wrong song. Here comes the sun.
What's in the song?
Here comes the sun.
No, man.
What's this? It's like this one.
Is it an indie thing?
It's one Oimbo indie song.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. But, sounded like something that you were playing in Somerset.
Yeah,
like in the fields in Somerset
with your turn-ups.
Your turn-ups.
My turn-ups have just come to fruition.
Oh, Durham.
You know the Bristolian accent? Big up Julia Deduga. She did the episode.
Oh, yeah. I saw a little clip. Yeah.
That Bristolian accent.
It's something about it, mate. Yeah, it's
like farmer. Like
farmer.
I
ain't Plymouth like near Bristol. But it's like edge thing. That's how they all speak. They feel like the outside is like an parsnips.
Parsnips. I roasted my parsnips. I think that's how it goes. So I'm grateful for the sun. Yeah. It really brings us to life. Really does. How about you, bro?
Me too. I like I was saying, man, I love the weather. It brings so much joy to me, you know, to not see darkness anymore at 4 p.m. Clocks have gone forward and everything. So now it's like, okay, cool, guys, enjoy for like the next 6 months of good weather. So yeah, I'm happy for the weather. Looking forward to the Easter holiday. I cannot wait. I booked a week. So I've got a week and a half off in total.
Nice.
So it's like 10 days in total off. I'm not going anywhere, but I will be somewhere. Just not at home. But I'll still be relaxing, you know? Because work has been stressful. So I just want to relax.
What's happening at work?
Mismanagement of things is the best way that I put it. So, my team are firefighting, trying to fix things. Do you know what I mean? That's the best way to put it. Remember what I told you?
I have a combi the other day. Have a cool. Can I say? I can't say.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Can I say this?
Say it, man. Say it, man. Say it. I don't care, man. If she sees it, I don't care. I don't care. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
So, so I'm eating pineapple. Guys, yeah. Let me put in my drink.
That's actually, hey, positive friends. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Pepsi, cherry, Pepsi Max cherry and pineapple in the little drink, in the drink.
And there may or may not be whiskey in my drink, but at the end of the year.
Man made himself a little cocktail. Sonza, Gonza.
Literally, so I called me the other day. He's catching up. He's talking about work and stuff. Well, you know, he's on the way to work in these dark glasses on the tube. Yeah.
I was doing up celebrity.
You're doing up celebrity. I loved it. That on the tube. On the tube, yeah. Sorry, sad though. I always feel like I feel like everyone's watching me on the tube. I'm like, yes, watch me.
Watch me.
That's celebrity, baby.
Watch me.
So Afo's colleague, she got into a car accident, yeah. It's not funny, yeah. It's not funny. You're not funny. It's not funny. But she got into a car accident, and Amo was like, "Oh, she had to take off 3 weeks of work." I was like, "Oh, is she okay?" Like, like, is she all right? And he's like, "Yeah, nah, she's fine. No scratches, no bruises, nothing." Basically, the police were chasing someone, and then they knocked into her car or something, right? Yeah. And then I was like, "Oh, okay, but she'd be signed off for 3 weeks, even though she's got no issues." And then Amo said, I said, "Oh, where was she coming from or whatever?" And he was like, she was going. I was saying, she was coming from FK in Twins, so why wouldn't she have gone?
Why not? Why wouldn't you? They're coming back from that Judge Babes concert. And then that's not even the part I was annoyed by, right? It's the fact that she's taking 3 weeks off here at a critical time in our team, in the business as a whole, yeah. No bruises, no scratches, nothing. But she needs 3 weeks off to recover because she's stunned.
Yeah, that's a bad thing still. Because she's stunned. The woman was too stunned to speak.
Too stunned. But and then, do you know what makes it worse, right? Because we go to the office twice a week, right? And there were days, and I'm not in the office, I need her in the office.
Yeah.
To cover things that need physical presence. Right? She's working from home. She's still working.
She's taken 3 weeks off for mental health, yeah? Because you work from home. Because you... FK and Tunes, why will you get into car?
If she ever sees this, yeah, I'm cooked. Our relationship is over. Wow. If she ever sees this.
I felt like sometimes the FK Twigs thing will come up on my For You page. I'm thinking, what's this girl doing? Like, it's all like this weird, like, and she took... Anyway.
Nah, man, I'll be so real. If you do ever see this, colleague, I'm so sorry. Right? I was just a little bit frustrated. Okay. It's not your fault. I completely understand. You were in an accident. Of course, you need time you need time to recover. So I completely understand. Please don't hate me if you see this. I mean, but if you do, I completely understand. But let's just keep things at least cordial, and and professional at work. And it'll be good, isn't it?
It's a Drift Girls concert for me, man. It's so happy. Oh, my life. Anyway. Yeah, guys. So, what's on your heart today, bro?
What's it about? I know, what we were talking about last week. We were talking about the compound effect.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, So transparency, guys. Yeah. Yes, I know a lot of people asked us to come back, but we came back. Even now, we're still having doubts of even being here, and podding again, because when you get into the routine of things, right, and you've been doing it for such a long time, yes, despite the fact that we had a break here, naturally you can't help but want results, and you want things, you want your work to you want the results of your work to materialize in a way in which it's beneficial to myself, to Michael. And so it's hard when you're in a space in which it requires a lot of work and barely little love back. And people could call it entitlement. And I would understand that. I don't think that's the way it is for us. I think we just want rewards for the fruits of our labor, because it's not easy. Podding, it's not easy. And we do everything ourselves, but it's so fun. But we do everything ourselves, the editing, all of this that you see, guys, this all ours. The equipment, we spent money on this, hundreds. I don't even know how much. But we're trying, And so I know Michael called me and we were just having a little doubt about it. And I felt the same way, especially when you look at the numbers and it doesn't reflect what we think is quality work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not saying this to be a downer in any capacity. I'm just saying that I think for any creative, they would understand where we're coming from. And the thing is, comparison is a thief of joy. But it's hard sometimes, not saying compare, but when you see people that started around the same time that you did, and they continued while we stopped, and it's like, man, if we had continued, maybe we might be in their position as well, because we back ourselves as talent, right? We back ourselves as content creators. And so it's hard, man. It's difficult. It's difficult to, not to find the motivation, because right now I'm like, we're in the flow of things. We're in a flow state right now. So it's just, there's a routine and we're just recording and things just happen. And obviously we've got other things that we want to do to, spice things up in our space that we've created, but still it's at the back of your mind. You do think about it. You think about where you want to go, why you're not there now, and is it even worth it to continue? What do you think, Bob?
No, it's very raw, very, very raw. And when we were discussing this the other day, we, the beauty of this, having someone that you do this alongside, is that there will be times where you are having doubts and the other person can lift you up, and there's times where you're having doubts and the other person lifts you up. And I think when we were talking about it at first, it's real, because you're putting out a lot of work, and like you said, it's high effort, low reward in the beginning. But what I was reminded of was this thing obviously called the compound effect. And as Afa was talking, it came to my mind where, the compound effect, as everybody, you may or may not know, it's known as like the eighth wonder of the world. But essentially is this idea that, you can, as things double, that you start to receive exponential results the further you go along. So in the beginning, the simple methodology around it is sort of, you take 1p. Many of you will be doing that Monzo 1p challenge at the moment, where you put in 1p and then it doubles, I think, or something to that effect as you go along. Monzo, we're plugging you, yeah? So if you want to pay us. I use you all the time. Don't be shy. Yeah, so you take 1p and then so day one, you have 1p. That doubles to 2p on day 2. That doubles to 4p on day 3. Doubles to 8p on day 4. Doubles to 16p, etc., etc. And it's that old adage of, would you rather have 1 million today or 1p double for 30 days? And everyone obviously chooses the 1 million because it's the immediate gratification now. But in actual fact, you make much more by the time you take 1p that doubles every day for 30 days or 31 days. I think it ends up becoming like 3 million or something like that. And so this idea of the compound effect is that, the more consistent you are, the more your efforts are then rewarded. So it's not about trying to get the immediate gratification now and trying to get the reward now. technically this is our 3rd episode
Technically, yeah.
that we're putting out there, right?
Technically, but
Technically our 3rd episode.
this is the final team.
We've been, in our minds, this is our 13th episode because we've literally been recording since the top of the year. So for us, we have to remember that even though we are I would say one of the people who, in the UK were part of the start of the scene of podcasting, especially kind of with Black Brits, etc. We, even though we did kind of start in that space, we took a break, which would have cut off our compound effects because we put out content, but we weren't consistent every week.
No.
So, or we would take seasonal breaks.
Yeah.
So wherever there is inconsistency, you cut off the compounding that would have happened. So the idea is that by day 20, you haven't just, so by the day you post your 20th video, you haven't just posted your 20th video. What you've done is you've posted 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. All of that compounds into one to then create a boom.
Yeah.
Which is why you see a lot of podcasts, they go viral, episode 247, episode 333, all of a sudden you know who they are because the compound effect has taken place. So it's incumbent upon you to commit to being consistent and letting the rest kind of take care of itself. Now, of course, the compound effect, the compound effect isn't a panacea for low quality work.
No. It still has to be high quality. You have to put in that effort because all it takes is one video, one episode for people to listen to. And if that's their first impression of you, and it's not at the standard in which you set the bar for yourself and the pod, that's it. Lost opportunity.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take away. They say that we can't meet up, right? You can't come here. Yo, we got to do it over Zoom. We got to do it over Zoom. We still got to work. We still got to put something out, and it still has to be high quality. So I think for us, because we know that, I think we're putting in way more effort now this time round than we did last time. And so, and I know it's entitlement. I'm like, man, we putting the work, man. Like somebody that reward us or give us an opportunity, but it doesn't go that way. You have to be consistent. It's like when we went to Jamaica, Michael lost weight and took all the gal in the resort. Compound effect, man. Like he was working out and then he took all the gal in the resort. All of them. They were, oh my God, Michael, every single one, bruv. We might as well play Ludacris pimping all over the world because it was every gal from every continent. Michael.
You know, there was a woman that came up to me. There was all right. Let me give you 2 examples. There was one girl as she landed in Jamaica. She came off like, you know, the tour bus that takes the taxi bus that takes you to the hotel.
Yeah.
She got to the hotel. Yeah, I remember she was in like a white outfit. With a American girl, and she came up to me. She was like, "So you finna be my boyfriend or what?" I was like, "Excuse me."
Is this when we went or when you went last year?
No, this is when we went.
Oh, fair.
Man, she came up to me. It's the same one when I was in the pool. Like,
oh, okay.
She was like, "So you gonna be my boyfriend or what?" I was like, "Oh."
I love it.
I was like, "Okay, shoot your shot." And then there was another woman. This was a white lady. She was from Atlanta, and she was like, "You know, if I wasn't married."
Hey, okay. Listen, that is what I love about Americans, by the way. Just a little detour real quick here. Yeah. I love how forward Americans are.
Yes.
Like, yes, come with that energy.
Shoot your shot.
With everything. It's not even just in, the opposite sex or whoever they're attracted to. It's even in business. It's like, oh, okay, you got this idea. Well, I got this friend. Okay, cool. We can meet up tomorrow.
Yes.
Not like this bureaucratic country, and then there's stupid anti-capitalism, anti-entrepreneur, this thing.
Stifling, choke, the conscious choke. The conscious choke. Yeah? Even the flipping, was it? Awful April. Was it day
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's awful April. Now, if you own a home, a second home, you're going to be taxed.
Yeah.
And council tax is doubling and da-da-da.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That actually adds into what we're even talking about.
Yeah.
Because when you're working on something, and then your environment is not even conducive to the positivity that is required for you to even believe. You can't have belief in this country.
This country will
It will drain you because it's like, no, you cannot be successful. You can't even dream big. You're not allowed to. We're all supposed to be the same. I'll chat to Matt. I was chatting to Matt, and we were both saying that this country behaves like as if they're still in wartime. They ration everything. It's like the little that you get, be happy with that.
Yeah.
All right? Be happy with that. Yeah, take it. You can't have more. If you have more, then all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, well, doctors and nurses don't get paid that amount. Mate, it's your taxpayers' money that pays them. Pay them more then, innit? If you want them to be paid like football players or businessmen or whoever. Pay them, you pay them then.
Sorry. Speaking of war,
Damn idiots, man.
Speaking of war, there was this TikTok video where this woman was doing like, I'm a budgeting mom and this is what I eat in the fridge. This I get my leftovers from the fridge. And she must have made one. She made one tuna mayo pasta. She made one tuna mayo pasta and she mixed it. And I looked at the comment. One of the comments was like, excuse my language, I won't say the full thing. It was like, okay, no, love, the war's over. The war's over, love. Yeah. The war's over, love. That's like, okay. Let the woman make it pasta, man.
What is the
The rationing and look, sirens are going off behind us. This country acts like it's in the war.
Yeah.
And if you dare to dream, you dare to pay.
Yeah.
You will pay the price
For
of dreaming in
big.
this country. Because like literally, and like you said, in America, women are, with people in general, Americans speak their mind.
Yes.
They are not afraid to speak their mind. In the UK, we're very afraid to speak our minds.
Yeah.
Lest we are drinking, lest we are, drinking essentially.
There's a spirit over this country, man.
Yeah.
Bro, we behave like we're oppressed.
We do.
All the time. Gosh.
We do. And so, like I say, like when we was in Jamaica, obviously, them two gal and they were out. How did we get up to the two gal? We're talking about it was
compound effect. That's a compound effect.
And you know what? It's actually funny because every time I was on that Stairmaster, I was on that Stairmaster, I was like, my party at the time was like, Michael, you can't go on Stairmaster, you'll shred. I was on Stairmaster. And then I was like, wow, the compound effect really works. Got to Jamaica. And I got my 3 million, mate. I got my 3 million. So, say all of that to say, like, it's not easy when you're putting out content consistently. And the other thing about it as well is that you have to be okay with the unknown.
Yeah.
Because the unknown, you don't know what's going to come of whatever you're putting out there. You're just putting yourself out there and hoping that maybe someone will give you an opportunity, or if not, you create the opportunity. My question for you is, excuse me, during this process of like putting content out, do you feel as though if we got more numbers, would that make you more grateful?
I think I'm grateful now. It's just that sometimes I have a little bit of not doubt. Doubt in a sense where I question if this is something that we should be doing. And sometimes, probably not as much as you, but sometimes I do overanalyze the things that I say or do on the pod.
You know me, bro.
I know. I'm saying I do, but
not as much as
you.
Sorry,
Yeah. So I sometimes will like overanalyze what I've said on the pod, and I'm like, oh, that's cringe. We should have put that out. Like, what episode was it? I think it was even the first one or the second one. There was the second one. Second one, back here, there was a big chunk of it I edited out. I was like, I'm taking this off. Like, I'm not saying this on the pod. And I didn't even say anything crazy, but I was just in my head thinking that, okay, no, we need to remove this. I need to be polished. I need to be great, and I need to make sure that what I'm presenting is palatable for everybody. Whereas I was just being myself, and I still do overthink things. However, I will say that what is comforting is seeing the content resonate with people, because coming back is not easy because it doesn't matter what our followings do. It means you've got to start again. Yeah, it's not. We don't have any followers. In my head, we don't have any followers.
Yeah.
So the fact that we've only been back for it'll be a month when this comes out. It'll be a month
when it comes out. No, it's less than that. It's only 3 weeks.
Is this our third episode?
This is our 3rd episode.
No way.
I think it is.
Longer.
I think that's for longer.
My God,
this is our 3rd episode.
Okay. Is this our 3rd? I think it's our 4th, bro.
4th. It's our 4th.
It's our 4th. Yeah. So this will be. That's crazy though.
Is it our 4th? Maybe.
Well, we came back on the 17th of March.
The 17th, and then this is our 3rd episode. Then.
Is our 3rd?
Is it?
I don't know. Anyways, number 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm even losing my point. Yeah, the fact that people have really like engaged with our content so far, that does warm my heart, you know, and it makes me feel like, okay, no, we are actually going in the right direction. People like it, and yeah, we're just going to continue and do some other stuff as well.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And I think the thing with the again, all of this space here, one thing I'm having to learn is that I'm having to learn that the
thing is unbalanced, bro. Sorry, we're having a little difficulty right now. Well, the thing is, you need to twist it out, open it. Yeah. Okay. Is it even that one? Or is it?
No, do you know what? It's producers, please.
Producers. We would, yeah. Okay. Call to action. Another call to action. While you fix that, we would love a producer.
Yeah, if you want to come.
So if you want to come, there are perks as well. You get free fruit, pineapple. You get free drink, but we won't put it on camera because you don't want to promote. Yeah, you get crisp as well. Can you hear that? You get crisp. So you'll always be hosted and looked after.
Yes,
that's payment.
Yeah, so payment. And then when you help us get to where we want to get to,
we got you.
Shareholders.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to the kind of compound effect, I think it's funny because I had a video that I posted on TikTok a while back. I said a while back, last week, and I was talking about certain topic, and I removed it because I was like, man, this ain't really. I looked at the stats basically, and the stats were telling me 2% of your audience have watched this video all the way through. I was like, 2%. That means this is not even. People don't even care about this content. I'm gonna throw it away. Why am I posting it? And it was quite a vulnerable piece of content. So I think part of me was like, well, put it down, because why am I putting myself out there for nobody to be resonate with? I then decided, all right, you know what? Afro's told me don't delete any of your videos. So I was like, okay, fine. I put it back up there. Came off socials for a couple of days this week. And then someone who I haven't spoken to in probably 5 years, we went to college together. They voice noted me, 2-minute voice note, come back online. And then that video you posted, I really, really resonated with it because I've seen how I've grown in a particular area of my life, but I haven't grown in love. And what you said and what you shared is reminding me how important it is for me to sense check myself on growing in love rather than just growing in kind of like knowledge or understanding of a particular thing. Like I need to actually expand my capacity to love people where they're at in their journey. Big voice note that surprised me out of the blue. And I was like, oh, had I taken it down, they wouldn't have seen that video, right? So you don't know who's watching. You don't know who you're going to impact by what you're putting out there. I think the main thing that you can do is enjoy what you're doing, be consistent and be yourself. Because even I think about it sometimes when it comes to like music and artists. And this is one thing I said to Afro when we were talking about the podcast. I was like, there's some tracks on certain albums that are my favorite track, but everyone else doesn't like it.
I found out that Michael is part of the OVO gang. Like,
yeah.
The gang.
Yeah. I mean, I'm part of it. Like I told Afro, one of my favorite Drake songs. Yeah, it's such a off the cuff tune, but it's one of my favorite songs. And Afro was like, bro, this is why we're boys, because that's one of my top tunes as well. And I was like, yeah, but you don't hear that song like regularly played, and it's not a tune that people would necessarily remember Drake for. But you don't know whenever you're putting out content, one day you might be silly. We might have a silly episode. We might have a serious episode. You've just got to put yourself out there and let other people resonate with what they will resonate. Now, insofar as like deals and partnerships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, people say you got to have a strategy to it, but I've watched a lot of these TikTok people, right? Even Moyo, big up Moyo, he's been giving a lot of advice to people. I don't know. It just seems like the key is to just be yourself and let it come to you.
I think
I don't know
as well.
I don't know if that's not strategic enough. But...
I think being yourself is the biggest selling point, because you can't be anything else but that. I think when you try and trick people, like okay, we know, like, not that we know of a bunch of scammers that are out here. They were really, really visible, especially during the pandemic, right? And one of the things that they will say is like, I've made hundreds and thousands of pounds and I can show you how by selling my course. And it's like, well, why would you do that if you're making hundreds of thousands of pounds?
Yeah.
You're rich, you're busy. Like, I don't understand that. But basically, they created this facade of themselves. A lot of people believed it, but they weren't who they say they are. But I think authenticity doesn't require you to pretend. People either like you or they don't like you. And you will always find your tribe.
Yes.
The people that resonate with you, the people that enjoy your content. And so if anybody comes to me and says that, oh, we got a strategy for your podcast, we think that we could get you a gazillion ad reads and live reads on your pod, and you just need to make a few changes. No, we're just going to be ourselves and we're going to see where that takes us. And and I want our integrity and our principles to be intact when that happens, God willing, you know? So for me, authenticity is the winner, and it's the only strategy that we need.
You know what? And yeah, you're so right. I was dipping into some of that new age, guys. I'm going to be honest. Some of the new age. And I remember there was this frequency chart. Sometimes it's like, God, you're not handsome. If I'm going to dip in the new age. I'm going to look for the answer in the new age. But I am not handsome. So I'm going to look for the science. So I went on the new age thing, yeah, and and there was this frequency chart, and it's like the lowest frequency is hate, yeah, it's like hate, rage, jealousy, anger, rage. Funnily enough, all of the fruits of the flesh are in the lower frequencies. Jealousy, anger, fits of rage, envy, all of that is in the lower. And as you scale up the higher frequencies, empathy, courage, love, compassion, ambivalence, I think, is like, when you're like, in ambivalence, is that the word where you're we didn't have a here, no, you don't care, like apathy is like at 0, and then as you scale up the frequencies, yeah, and then people are going to think, Michael, what the hell are you talking about? Guys, just Google frequency and emotion chart, yeah, it's not that deep. And then at the top is love, and above that I think is authenticity. So to radiate as a electromagnetic being, which we are, okay, that's who we are. Being your authentic self is what radiates. Yeah. Not all the other things at the low, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know I've kind of exposed.
No.
But you know what I mean? It's like authenticity and love. Love is the highest frequency. Yeah. It's higher than authenticity. 7 hours.
Just so funny that we're saying this as well, being authentic. Yeah. I remember I was authentic at my first ever job and I got fired.
What happened?
But this wasn't made up for that job, man. That wasn't for me.
No, it's not for you.
I used to sleep in the boardroom, like when we'd have meetings. So imagine in between us right now, is the table, right? So in front of us is the projector, right? So my boss is sat behind me and we're looking at the projector because the presenter's at, right? So I would be like this because I'm in front in it. He can't see me. My eyes are shut. I'm gone. I'm sleeping because I was like, I couldn't manage the workload, and my life at that time was just so busy and hectic. So I'd get home at really late, wake up super early, especially if I had to be in the office for like 7 a.m. was finishing me. I remember, I never forget when I got fired. I went down the lift, yeah. I went to the meeting room closest to the exit. Still not clicking for me. It's not clicking for me. I walk in there, HR's there, director's there, sat me down. I thought this was working for us again. I thought, there you go. Now me, I'm 19. The first thing I do, I just put my head down. Oh. And then Mike, that was his name, Mike Vieira. I'll never forget his name, yeah. He got down and he crouched down, yeah, just to say, Afro, you'll be fine. You'll get another job. Oh. There are other jobs out there. I promise you. This just isn't working. Yeah. I was like, do you know what? Yeah, fair play, man. I understand. I get it.
At 19, you're like, Afro was a working man from early, and so you, Afro was handed the papers of Central, man. While all the rest of us were doing our freshers fair.
I was compound affecting back then as well.
Fam. You know what's crazy as well, yeah? It's sometimes, like us, what you say, when you're authentic, it requires things to fall away from you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The more authentic you are, you lose stuff in that process. And
yeah,
like be friendships, relationships, jobs, or that you thought you were being inauthentic to maintain. And it can feel like a loss when you're authentic at the beginning, because it feels very like, whoa, what's happening?
Because
everything I've known is disappearing.
And as well, you think that you're going against the grain, but in actual fact, you're just aligning yourself with who you are.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you thought was the right way or the right move doesn't resonate with you anymore. So when you break away from it, people may think that, you've changed. Well, you can say I've changed, but actually I'm just being myself.
I'm being more myself.
I haven't necessarily changed, but a lot of people don't see that. And I get it, because you're so fixated on your own perspective that you'd never see mine. Because you're not actually supposed to.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do instead is, you don't have to understand it, but you should respect it. You know? Respect my perspective right now, what I want to do with my life. And that's another thing as well with that, just content creating as a whole, right? Like, your friends ain't going to support you. Your friends ain't going to support you. They're not going to support you. I never send anything into any group chats. I never tell anybody. I remember my boy, yeah, and the person I'm not going to mention his name, but like, he would support me anyway. But I remember I was with him 2 days before we were about to relaunch, right? And he's like, so what are you up to right now, Phil? I'm just working on some stuff, like, you know, I just work and that, you know. Because I was like, it's not that I don't expect my friends. No, actually, I don't expect my friends to support me. I don't expect them to support me. So I don't mention anything that I'm working on. I just post it, and then whoever does supports, you know? And so when we launched the skit, yeah, obviously that got a really good reception. And he was like, you kept this quiet? I was like, yeah. I did. I kept it quiet because it's not that I don't expect him to support me. I don't expect anybody to support me. So I just do my thing. I don't care. Like, I got 2 TikTok accounts that I post on. I don't tell anybody about it. I'm doing my thing, you know? Because when your friends sometimes can be too familiar with you.
Yes.
And so they don't.
Very true. Very true.
They're like, oh, this is dope, sick. Not a repost. Not a post on their story, not a comment, nothing. And I don't take it negatively. I just see it as, well, you just don't like it, and that's fine.
Do you know what?
I, however, I'm a supporter, but I can't tell other people to support. And I will never force it.
But do you know what it is? Sometimes, I hear you, because I agree in terms of that, but sometimes I wonder, like, if I see my friend doing something and I know what they're doing, like your videos, yeah, I would just like them anyway, like, because it's you. So I would just like your videos. I watch your videos and I'll repost some of them. But I would just watch them because it's you. I would just like them as well because it's you. This kind of thing of like your friends don't support and stuff. I do know they say familiarity breeds contempt. So, when you're over familiar with somebody, maybe you
dismiss it, and it's like, oh, yes, then he's thing. It's not contempt, but it's more of like, we need to change that sentence. Familiar. You know, I can't say that word. Familiarity. Jesus. Okay. English. Familiarity. It breeds complacency.
Yeah, that's a better one.
That's what it is.
I like that.
That's what it breeds, and people just look at it and be like, oh, that's sick. but you won't ever hear or see any support whatsoever. And for me, I've just accepted that for a long time because I used to write as well. And I remember I posted a few times, oh guys, where's that in? And then I'll get no responses. So I was like, do you know what? Yeah, it's cool. And I've had more people that I know online that support me way more than any of my close friends.
But could we not argue, because I agree with you, but could we not argue that your friends love you for you and your supporters love you for what you do for them?
Yes. But I want my friends to obviously still love me for me, but like share my ish, man. You know?
Because let's not lie. If Drake posts a new song, they will not second guess to it's not that big guy that's like, post your friends ish, man.
Yeah.
Post your friends ish, man.
Yeah. Like, and I shouldn't have to ask you, and I never will. I've never asked, like, after, when I decided that, you know what, yeah, I'm just not even sharing it, I've never asked anybody to share my thing because I'm not a beg. I'm so sorry. I'm not a beg, and I shouldn't have to ask you. With all my brethren, they know Afro's going to support the team. Because that's how I want to be treated. Yeah. So just do the same for me.
I think that's when I realized, when the, you know, super sudden friends, you don't see them maybe post the way they might support other friends and stuff. I think I thought, okay, do you know what? At first you get offended. You're like, why don't they post my stuff? Isn't that they don't like me? Is it that they're ashamed? Or what's the reason? But then I started to think, you know what? It's their social media.
Yes.
They can do what they like.
Yes.
And I'm still going to post. And it actually makes me even go a bit harder. Not for their validation, but I'm like, I like it.
And that's what my thing is.
I like it. That is absolutely just what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy what I do. I watch myself. The other day, I put on the Point podcast on my TV screen in my living room. And I sat there and watched it and cracked up. I was on the floor laughing like it wasn't me I was watching. Because I enjoy it. So if I know I resonate with it, the right crowd of people will eventually resonate with it. And also, it might actually show you that these friends that you thought you had weren't actually your friends. They were just kind of associates due to circumstance and due to maybe proximity. And maybe you're not as close as, or not as similar as maybe you think you are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think with friends, you also want to have a space where you don't have to.
It's not about the pod. It's not about
you need to see it's a place where everybody can just kind of call up and
No, and I do hear that. Like again, like I said, like I don't feel any way about my friends not sharing anything. So I think because they don't share it and I don't talk about it, it is that space in which you know it's got nothing to do with the pod. It's more about just the friendship itself. So I can appreciate that, but still, like,
I don't talk about the boys with a lot of my friends because I don't want to know that they're not supporting me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to know whether they've watched it or not. Because I don't want to then be like, well, why haven't you watched it?
Yeah.
Why haven't they done this?
Yeah.
So I don't talk about it because I'd rather like, let's just be friends and keep the friendship.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is my work. You know, if we did live in the digital age, I wouldn't expect you to come and support me on my Excel spreadsheet, you know, or on my, you know,
come and support my compliance work.
Can you come and support me in my minute taking for this? I wouldn't. So I guess because it's a digital age and we're in each other's faces and spaces, you know, we're expecting a lot more. And that's one of the reasons I came off socials, but for a couple of days this week, but we'll get into that in a bit when it comes to hot takes. Switching gears a little bit.
Gone.
Auntie Usher.
Oh my God.
What are your thoughts on that, bro?
My boy said this, my boy put this on my comment on my TikTok earlier today. He was just like, Auntie was horny. Like
for those of you who don't know and maybe live under a rock or off socials like I was, there was a lady who attended the Usher concert.
Mm-hmm.
We later found out that she was from Chicago.
Yeah.
And she had flown over for the Usher concert.
And she's a conservative Christian.
Conservative Christian in her opinion. Right.
But yeah, I hear it. Yeah, you can be a conservative Christian and you're white lips off Usher.
Yeah, and she basically, you know, Usher goes around, does the cherry thing, and she
was in it.
She was in that
mesmerized, and I love that for her.
Yeah.
I love it. I think, first of all, this is what Usher does. So if you're buying front row tickets, right, to go and see Usher, you know Wagwan.
Yeah.
You know, he might pick you, and you might get seduced by Usher. It comes with the territory, right? None of us, both of us don't have an issue with that. Mm-hmm. What we have an issue with is this damn country, right? You people that like to record everything, which again, because it's a concert, I have no problem with that, right? You recorded it, but then the people in the comments on one of the TikTok videos, oh, Auntie, I'm catching secondhand embarrassment. Auntie, please. Auntie. It's always women. What's wrong with you lot? Like, because she's not enjoying herself. She's mesmerized at the moment. The another thing, right? I realize is that maybe these lot don't really have experience with being in the moment with the guy or the gal that they like. Man, I've been in the moment. Nothing else matters. It's just me and her. Like, we can be in public. I'm lipsing her off. Because it's me and you. I don't see nothing else. But you're not even enjoying that. I mean, I enjoyed it. Go and cut some grass.
I'm screaming. Yeah, I saw two sides because I thought at first I was like, nah, London is too small for this. I'm sorry. This is not the USA where we take pride in our shame. Yeah. The UK is a very conservative country for the most part. We don't do the whole, look at what happened with my man that was namming my girl out on the stairs.
Yeah. Dominic Soler.
Right.
He's part of the tradition in Christmas. Season's greetings,
Dominic Soler. Say his name, yeah. That we don't. Whereas in America, I feel like it's like, oh girl, you getting yours, you getting his. Like they're very like out there and they're not afraid of all parts of themselves. Sometimes I think it's too much though. I can't lie to you. Sometimes I'm like, cool down, it's okay.
Dude, I love it.
No, man.
I love it.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I watch certain shows and I'm like, cool down. Like, it's too much.
But
it's not too much. I think it leaves something to the imagination a little bit, man. It's too much. But in this case, she's in it. We know that this is a part of the show. And if she was a young girl, like, gal, no one would be saying nothing. It's the fact that she was of a certain age.
Yeah.
She's there. You think you know her. Everyone's calling her auntie. She's not your auntie. She's from Chicago.
Definitely.
You lot thought she was Denise from Rand East Ham. She weren't Denise from East Ham, blood.
She's Claudette from Chicago.
Chicago, right? From the Chi-Town, where they gets down. Yeah, she's a conservative Christian woman, mother of...
she's a mother, innit?
She's a mother as well.
Yeah. But she can still feel a type of way. She can still be her auntie. She can still be auntie. Yeah.
That ain't, you lot, oh, but she's a mum though. Yeah, but...
Okay.
So...
What does that change?
That's...
Oh my God.
She's still a person. She can't lose herself. Oh, no. And this is where I was like...
Women don't like women to embrace their sexuality, boy.
Do you think so?
They don't like it. What's with the comments, bro? It's this country. The most, you have to be conservative and, don't do too much. Like, remember, I told you, I went to my friend's party. This is a couple years ago. Went to a party. It was a 30th. It was a good night out. But, like, there was so much space in the middle. There's only a few people that were dancing. Everybody else is just on the edge. I'm like, you lot are boring losers. Enjoy yourself. Why are you so concerned with what other people may say or do? Okay, sure, you can't dance. I can't dance. I cannot dance. But you will catch me on the dance floor. Yeah? Two pina colada, little two-step and that, yeah? Catch me on the dance floor, you get me? But this country, they're stifling each other, bro.
They are. Yeah.
No creativity, no imagination. No freedom.
No freedom.
And then they will sing Mary, Mary Shackles, but the shackles are still on them. The shackles are still on them.
I'm telling you,
shackles.
This is one thing I always say, especially the some people, yeah. I'm like, fam, you don't will be singing, oh, my shame has been paid for, but you're still carrying shame. Still carrying it. I'm like, you still actually carry shame. Like, allow it, man. When I saw it, because I was off socials, yeah, I was like, what's the big hullabaloo about this? Keenan Mikel reference, hullabaloo. What's the big deal, like, about this, right? But it showed me, and it kind of takes me into my hot take of the week, my more
We'll get there. We'll get
We'll
there.
get there. We'll get there. But primarily, let the woman live. I do think, though, in all honesty, I just think we shouldn't be seeing certain things like what the Usher and the Cherries thing. That should, people in the stadium should see that, and that's it. No one else should see that. No one in their home should be watching this woman, researching this woman, and doing all of that.
That is weirdo behavior,
That's
by the way.
crazy.
I can't believe you guys found her IG account, and we even brushed over that because we're like, how did we even know she's a conservative issue? It's because somebody found that IG account and put it all over socials. Why would you do that?
That's terrible, man.
That's so weird. And this is my issue when it comes to recording everything. You record it and then you want other people to see what you've seen. Can't the memory just stay with you? Why does everything have to be recorded? This is the times in which we live in. You want everybody to experience what you have, but then you also want to shame people as well.
Don't shame the auntie for licking cherries like you like you doing what's her things.
What's that thing?
When he's doing what's her things, done that. Believe that. But yeah, I was like, yeah.
We need to change. You need to change.
We must change.
We just have to allow people to just be themselves. The thing is, especially at our age range, some of us are going to become parents. And then you're going to pass on this terrible behavior to your children. It's just going to continue. They won't even be allowed to express themselves. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You don't know the context. You obviously, okay, let me not be extreme, but you don't know the context. What if that was the woman that her dying wish to go to the Usher concert and she's done all of that? And you lot are like, auntie, please, let her live.
Yeah, that would never have happened in America.
That would never happen in America. They would like, go off.
Yeah.
Get yours.
Yeah, get yours, man.
Get yours, mama. I know that's right.
That's right, bro. Yeah. You eat that cherry.
Oh, she gobbled it up.
She gobbled it up.
That's what they would have been. But in the UK, what's she doing?
What's she doing?
There's no
thank you, no.
She's such a bit like that's why this culture of everybody trying to act like they're not a human being and there's some nonchalant thing. Like it's even better that she was an American woman because that's her culture.
Yeah.
They're free over there.
They're free,
mate.
Land of the free for real. Whereas us,
land of the constrained,
and the shackled,
land of the shackled, mate.
Learn to. I think what we're just trying to say is that learn to stop judging other people and just be yourself as well. Be expressive. Be whoever you want to be. Be silly. Be goofy. Be happy. Be you. Like, oh my gosh, man. Be you, man. I think. Yeah, man. Just be yourself, sir. Be yourself.
Free yourself, man. Free up yourself.
Yeah, big up to my girl. My girl. I know you enjoyed that Usher concert, man.
And them hoes is just vexed because they were sitting in the back. You could afford the ticket, mama.
Level 4.
Come on, conservative Christian mama. Yeah, go ahead and eat yours.
They bought those level 4 tickets for 90 quid.
I like.
With the up in the rafters.
Up in the rafters, kind of see nothing. They wish they were in front of Usher and get that cherry.
Usher was singing Confessions Part 2 at the bottom, and by the time the song had finished,
it's only just echoed.
It's only just echoed up there.
Thing.
Yeah.
When you're getting vertigo, thinking you're gonna drop down. Auntie has money for about spend on Usher.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what it is?
You had the money?
Do you know what it is to fly from Chicago and buy Usher tickets on top of that as well?
That long Auntie,
that's peas. And front row as well. That's peas. Man. Big up to Auntie still.
Big up yourself every time. Hot take of the week?
Hot take. You go first.
Hot take of the week.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add something. And I'm gonna add something.
Ding, ding. So, guys, this is our hot takes of the week. This is the part of the podcast where we've observed something in the week. We have an opinion on it, and so we come here to share said opinion. So, my hot take of the week is there should be a curfew on social media.
Okay.
There should be a curfew, a time where it all locks off at like 8 p.m. Shuts off. Can't use it anymore. Sorry. You're going to have to go and talk to your family. Sorry. you're going to have to go and read. You're going to have to play a board game. You know that T alarm that they were talking about on TikTok the other day? We need a TikTok alarm. Shuts off. The app is shut down and off. Oh, you have to call your friend now. You can't just send them the video. Call them. FaceTime them. Right? The reason I say that is because I got very overwhelmed earlier this week. And I was like, you know what? I just feel like we have too much access to one another. Someone shouldn't be able to message me and expect a response within an hour.
Yeah.
No,
you shouldn't.
You should, and then message me on another platform about something completely different.
We're having two different conversations or two different apps.
No. It's too incoherent. I took a couple of days off. I came off WhatsApp, came off TikTok, and I really enjoyed it. I turned off my phone and I had a blast. It was so nice to be able to concentrate on work, concentrate on just what I was doing. And I just felt my brain kind of restore itself back to factory settings.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And during this point is when the Usher whole thing kicked off. So I didn't even know what was going on. So I came back on TikTok, everyone was outraged, and I'm like, why are we outraged? What were you not doing? Were you not even there? I didn't even know. It's so beautiful when you don't know what's going on in the other people's world.
Remember what I said earlier today when we were on the phone? I said, so Jamie has this quote, right? He's like, you're not missing out if you don't know. Like, you're not missing out. Everybody feels like as if they need to be up to date with everything that's happening. But when you put your phone down and you delete the apps, how can you miss out on something that you're unaware of in the first place?
Speak up, Jay.
There's so many things that's happening in the world right now that we do not know about. So you don't have to know about this. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't make life better. It's just a throwaway issue. Something that just happened. It's like, okay. Does nothing for you.
For what you are using our energy and getting worked up on it. It's like, so that's my hot take. I think there should be either a curfew, or I think everybody should only be allowed to use social media like 4 days or 5 days. Maximum. And I think there should be like almost licenses for it. So if you're working in social media and you need it for your job, then you're allowed 5 days a week. But if not, then you're only allowed it 4 days a week.
Do you know what would be interesting? I would love to know, those people who are chronically online, how many of them can watch a full-length show or read a book? Because I just finished an anime a few days ago, right? There's only the first 2 seasons have come out, right? So my boy Matt was telling me about it. Well, I'll read through it. I put my phone out. I was like, this is cold. Because I can still watch shows. I still have things that I enjoy. I can still read. But even though sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I'm online a bit too much as well. But it'd be interesting to know how many people can actually watch a show, a movie, read a book, do something else without having to... I need to check. I need to see what's happening. Yeah.
I'm like that. I'll watch TV and then I'll be on my phone at the same time. On my MacBook.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Same. I'll be on TikTok or on my PlayStation. All of this. Come on, man. And I'll listen to music and say that. Come on, whoa, man.
It's too much. I just feel like we're taking in too much of other people's.
Too much. There's some things we're not supposed to know.
We're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know everything. So
that's your
take. What's yours?
Speaking of curfews, right? We need to folks. Let me say again. English. We need to lock away these Asbo kids. Yeah. Ooh. From 7 p.m. If you are 17 and below, get in your yard by 7 p.m. I don't want you roaming the streets. Yes. You silly Asbo kids. Yeah. There's no business. There's no business outside for you guys. No more. Yeah. Go in your yard and go and read your book. Yeah. Because I'm tired of... And I know I'm an adult now. Like, I'm a big man. I'll be walking around my town centre. I'll be seeing these damn kids just hanging around in corners. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like, I know it's March right now. Your exams are in a couple months. What are you doing outside? You're supposed to be reading. I'm going to be a strict parent, you know.
I'm with you.
Education. My kids will read. My kids will know stuff, you know.
Words of Tony Blair. Education.
I remember one time, I can't even remember what my mum said to me, and I didn't like it. I kissed my teeth. That's my tea from my mum. I'm in the middle of the corridor, yeah. All I see is from big woman. Don't. I run off the stairs, yeah. My mum caught me,
Yeah.
She beat me,
Yeah.
and then my mum's special move, yeah. She pinch me and twist the skin off.
Let me tell you
I knew. I said, yeah, never again. Don't do that, friend. Don't do it,
yeah. We lived in the same house, bro. Because
When you want to
I was doing the exact same thing. I remember I tried, my boy Ashley, I tried my mum, his style, because Ashley used to drop kick his mum and them thing there. Yeah, my white friend, Ashley. He used to drop kick his mum. Ashley, right, it's time for Michael to go home now. No. So when I say drop kick that Sharon, I said, hey. I said, wow, where? I said, all right, let me try that one. My mum had been shouting at me and something, and I was like, I think I laughed at her. She was like, Mike, I got up to your room. I was like, ha. Listen. I don't know if her manager that day was cross. I don't know if she had goods. I don't know what happened in Sunday that day. Sunday ran after me, yeah. Ran the stairs, swung around the stairs, grabbed me down and took up her shoe with the buckle. Go your room. I cried. It was that one where, you go into the pillow and you go...
And then you get a black bag and start banging yourself because
I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah. But let me tell you, that sleep that I had that night was the sweetest. You wake up. Yeah. And the way you wake when you wake up is like... You end up... Oh. And then they come with the food, they're like, you hungry? You want food? Breakfast ready. Okay. I could never try them tricks.
Never.
Spare the rod, spare the child, whatever the saying is, yeah?
I got another one.
We need to bring that back.
I got another one. My dad is not the type of person to beat. He don't beat, right? He don't beat. Yeah. So I remember one time, my boy Thomas from primary school, Thomas Rowe, saying his full govy.
That's always send you into something.
He came to my door. Nobody comes to my door, by the way. No one usually comes to my door because I told them, I promise you there's no point. My dad's on.
You know the ones where it's like, don't even come to ask me out. Like, don't even come to my door to, oh, you playing out?
Yeah, you're playing out. And then they're like, no, we'll ask, you'll be fine. and do you know what they've done? They've given me hope. Because I think, I'm gonna go and play out with my friends. Yeah, play out. So he come to the do you know? He came, he's like, good afternoon. Is Afro around? And my dad's like, no. He's not coming out, no. No, he's not coming, but okay. He's not even letting him finish the sentence. Okay. Shut the door. Boom. And I saw that, yeah. Joanne said, he said, Dad, I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Do you know what happened after? I'm going to show people what happened. You're going to describe on the mat. This is what happened.
Okay. So Afro's got up for all our audio listeners. Afro is now standing. And he had to... I'm about to do the kneeling prostrate.
This is the punishment. The punishment
is you have to kneel.
But I done this in over 20 years. So, Mum, it's not that different. And you would beat there. Like sometimes an hour.
What is it? He had to do and raise his hands there.
And I would be there. Do you know, you think that one is bad? My grandmother, she had a different one. She had a different one. Her thing, I can't show this on the camera because the camera will be too low, yeah? But you sit on your butt, yeah? You put your legs in the air, you put your hands in the air, and you sit like that. What?
Please,
Please,
let him do that one.
That one there, yeah?
That's how you get abs, you know. That's how, you know, like, you know when they're like, black people have the unfair advantage when it comes to athletics.
It's because of punishment.
It's because of punishment.
Yeah.
Because imagine having to be like that with your legs up and your arms up.
Yeah. And you'll be there. That one, because that one's a killer one. But that's when you've done something like really bad.
You see?
You'll be there good 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah. And you're struggling. and my grandma will be like, for every time that you fail and your legs go down, you add an extra minute to it. And you know what's so sickening about during them times, yeah? So, these will be the days that holidays, like half term, right? Yeah. Half term, and we're off school, either all the end of the term, right? And my grandmother taught me Roman numerals. Okay. So I knew like Roman numerals back in the day, like large numbers, I don't know, 9, right? But the TV will be on. Okay. The TV will be on, and it's 3:00. By 3:15, CITV comes on. By 3:15.
Oh yeah, CITV. Yeah.
She keep the TV on while CITV's on there. She's teaching me Roman numerals, right? But the TV's right there. I look like this. Right? Oh yeah, go to the corner. I'll never forget that. Go to the corner. Did I tell you could watch television? Hey, you turned it on. You left the TV on. You did that on purpose.
This is what they do, you know. Them parents, and I bet you now, if I was to go back to my mum and tell her, Mum, you know you did this, she'd be like, no, I didn't. No. Me do that? Me never do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that to you. No, I didn't. That was more chunks. Me do that too. My older brother. No, you did it to me. No, man, that chunks. No, me.
No, I don't remember that. They never remember.
They don't remember any of that. But we are scarred for life. But let me tell you what that builds here. Character. It builds character. All this gentle parenting, yeah, is why the kids are now running riot. I predict a riot.
I'm not doing no gentle parenting. I'm telling you.
Come on, man. Like, the Asbo kids, get out of here. Those are our hot takes of the week, guys. Let us know what yours are. Please comment your hot take of the week.
We'd love to
hear them. Because I just don't think we complain enough sometimes about the reality.
We don't. And you know the thing is that as we get older, yeah, we're gonna have way more.
I can feel it now, you know. The other day, I was on my way. Anyway, maybe I'll say it for another episode.
I've got another hot take, but that'll be for next week.
I have another one, and I'm like, oh wow, the old man is kicking in. I feel it. I can feel it.
We're gonna be Tory voters.
I can see it happening. I can very much see it happening, guys.
Oh, what's that? I think there's an abbreviation for it. NIMBYs. NIMBYs.
Oh,
that's what they call those guys. You know, if you live like in a particular area, right, and there's a lot of
only like in the village.
No. It's I don't really know what it stands for, but let's say for example you live in like Chelsea and Kensington, blah, right? And you live near the stadium. Oh, it's too loud. You're going to complain to the council. Tell them they have to start their games earlier because, you know, they're scaring my animals, my cat and my dog. Yeah, NIMBYs.
I'm ready.
They're going to the council complaining about everything. And that's why nothing gets built.
I'm ready for my NIMBY, lad. I was, Boris, you know when I knew that I was turning into my parents, yeah? I went food shopping this morning and I was walking home, yeah? I was talking to myself about a complaint. I was talking to myself. I was like, these kids, and then I was like, Michael, you talking to me? Imagine I'm laughing and talking to myself.
I can't stand kids, man. I will never, if I need to go somewhere, I'm never going at the time in which they come out because these damn kids are going to stop everything.
They're rude. They say the first thing that comes to their mind.
Oh my God.
As well with this. You're not going to see, and some of you might be listen to our episode thinking, yeah. You're weird. You wait till you catch up 30, yeah. You'll soon see. You'll see. You'll see that here must feel.
When you're paying bills and you're a taxpayer.
No, yes, sir. And they could brew them a come graffiti up on your wall.
Do you know what I mean?
And they're playing ball games.
Graffitiing up on new regeneration. No, man. Hey, send these kids to like Milton Keynes or somewhere or some dusty other town. No way, my thing, man.
Also, I know we said one hot take each. I know, but it's just because
Done.
I feel like you need to have a license to have children.
Yes. Well, how do you enforce that? How do you enforce that?
But yes, I think if you are pregnant or you're ready to conceive, I think you have to go to do tests. I think when we turn 18, there should be an exam on parenting and that thing, like to create an environment where children don't raise children. Because you come across some parents and they're swearing and effing and blinding in
front of their children.
I ain't told to make, like that. And then you wonder why Harry grows up and starts sniffing coke at the age of 9. Why wouldn't he, Brenda? You're on 3 lines a night, Brenda.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's no surprise there, hon. Apple don't fall far from the tree.
That's it.
Yeah? There should be an exam before you open up foot and you're having picnic.
Isn't it? Before you open up leg. Don't open up, no, keep them gates closed.
Keep them gates closed until you pass that exam.
And Adam, and Matt and John and
Ronan
and Shegun and don't want to discriminate. We need to diversify this one. And Sanjit and Ahmed.
Yeah.
All you man with penises. Yeah.
Exam.
Keep that thing their trouser. You get me? Keep it there, Chad.
You shouldn't just be allowed to have kids like that. If actually, what are they contributing to society? Are they going to be a net positive or a net negative? If a net negative, don't know how. Have a better society.
You know what I mean?
That's my own side.
Second uptake.
Yeah, man. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I feel like I've really got to say what I wanted off my head. Oh, that was nice. Right, well, guys.
Thanks for tuning in again. We love that. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Don't forget, follow us everywhere and click subscribe. Click it.
Please.
We love the engagement. Keep it going.
Share with a friend. What's what I said. Share with someone. Share with your cousin abroad. Share with your cousin, that family member that's abroad.
Yeah.
Take it and send it to them specifically. I want to you care about vibes. And send it to the